Have you ever wondered what will happen when your entire identity, your name, face, and even your medical records exists inside your phone? That's the idea behind digital ID, a system that could replace traditional ID cards, passports, and even bank verification. But it also raises one huge question. How much control will we actually have over our own identity? And how secure is it? In this video, we're breaking down what a digital ID really is, how it works, and why it might completely change the way we live. So, hit the subscribe button and press the bell icon. Let's get started. What digital ID really means. A digital ID is basically you, but online. Instead of carrying a wallet full of cards, your ID card, your driver's license, your passport, all that lives inside your phone or computer. It's like having your entire identity in one secure digital space. It stores your name, date of birth, photo, and sometimes even your fingerprint or facial scan. But here's where it gets interesting. It's not just a photo of your ID. It's a verified digital version that can prove who you are anywhere in the world, instantly. Normally, if someone asks for your ID, you have to physically show up. But with digital ID, you could be across the country or even on the other side of the world and still prove your identity with a tap. Encryption keeps your data safe, so ideally, no one can fake or steal it. Some countries are already years ahead. Take Estonia, for example. They've had digital IDs since 2002. And now, 99% of Estonians use it for everything. Voting, taxes, banking, even signing contracts online. It's like your entire life is connected through one secure identity. No more remembering dozens of passwords. No more logging in to 10 different sites for your bills, healthcare, and taxes. One ID does it all. Sounds convenient, right? But hold on, convenience always comes with a catch. Keep watching, because this next part might surprise you. Benefits of digital ID. Let's be honest, life with paper IDs and endless paperwork is exhausting. You lose one document, and suddenly, your entire day is ruined. That's where digital ID steps in like a superhero for everyday problems. The biggest benefit? Speed. For example, in Australia, what used to take 28 days to get a tax file number now takes just 10 minutes, all thanks to digital ID. Think about it. No more standing in long lines at government offices. No more hunting for your birth certificate or digging through folders for proof of address. With a digital ID, all your information is already verified and connected. You can apply for jobs, rent an apartment, access healthcare, or even open a bank account, all from your couch. If you lose your phone, no panic. You can transfer your digital ID to a new device within minutes. But here's something even more powerful: inclusivity. Over 1 billion people around the world don't have any official ID, no birth certificate, no passport, nothing. That means no healthcare, no education, no banking, nothing. Digital ID could finally give them access to basic rights. It can accept hundreds of document types from different countries, making it easier for immigrants and refugees to prove who they are. And it's not just for governments. Businesses love it too. Online shopping, for example, becomes safer. Instead of typing in your personal info on sketchy websites, your digital ID verifies it automatically. No extra data stored, less risk of identity theft. Pretty amazing, right? But before you start celebrating, there's another side of this story, one that's not so comforting. Let's talk about it. The scary side. Digital ID might sound like a dream, but it could also become a surveillance nightmare. Every time you use your digital ID to buy something, prove your age, or log into a service, it leaves a digital footprint. That means somewhere, someone knows exactly what you did, when you did it, and where. It's like living under a digital microscope. In some systems, every time your ID is scanned, the government gets notified. So even when you're doing something normal, like picking up a package, that moment gets logged. Imagine that level of tracking over the years. It's basically a record of your life. Sounds strange? It's already happening. China's social credit system is the most extreme example. It uses digital ID technology to monitor citizens' behavior and assign scores based on how trustworthy they are. People with low scores can't buy plane tickets, can't rent certain homes, and sometimes can't even get jobs. One system controls everything. Now imagine a similar system spreading globally. That's the fear. And it's not just governments. Hackers love these massive databases. If a digital ID system gets breached, criminals could steal not just your name or password, but your biometrics, your fingerprints, your facial data, things you can't ever change. So yeah, the risks are real. Still think it's harmless? Wait until you hear how this could control your future in ways you might not even realize. How digital ID will control your future. Now let's imagine life 5 or 10 years from now, when digital IDs are everywhere. You'll need it to get a job, travel, go to school, or even access your money. It'll be your passport to the world, literally. But that also means if something goes wrong, you're locked out. If your ID gets hacked, suspended, or glitched, you can't prove who you are. No access to your accounts, no healthcare, no social benefits. You don't exist in the system anymore. That's the scary part. Control. Governments and corporations could decide who gets access to what. They could track your spending, your beliefs, your movements. And if they don't like your behavior, they could quietly restrict your access, no explanation needed. We've already seen hints of this with social media bans and payment system suspensions. Digital ID could take that to a whole new level because it's tied to your entire existence. And the movie Idiocracy showed us this future years ago. In that movie, society becomes so automated and lazy that everything is controlled by technology, including your identity. The characters have bar-coded IDs that determine what they can buy, where they can go, and even if they can get help. It's a goofy comedy, but if you look closer, it's a scary prediction. Idiocracy basically warned us about a future where digital identity replaces real human independence, where systems think for us, decide for us, and even judge us. And what about privacy? Future generations might grow up thinking it's normal to be tracked 24/7. The idea of privacy might sound old-fashioned, something only paranoid people care about. That's how social control starts. Not overnight, but slowly, through convenience. And there's another issue: inequality. What about people who can't afford a smartphone, or who live in areas without reliable internet? They'll be left behind. Digital ID could divide society into two classes: the connected and the forgotten. Scary, right? But we're not doomed yet. There's still time to decide what kind of world we want. Let's talk about that next. The point of no return. Here's the truth. Digital ID itself isn't evil. It's just a tool. The problem is who controls it. Right now, governments say it's voluntary. You don't have to use it, they say. But as more systems start requiring it, banks, jobs, healthcare, it slowly becomes impossible to live without. It's like saying the internet is optional. Sure, technically it is, but try living without it today. In the UK, they're already pushing for digital ID to become the authoritative proof of identity, meaning it could soon outrank your physical passport or license. Once that happens, there's no going back. Over 80 global organizations have warned about this shift, saying we're walking into mass surveillance disguised as efficiency. But because it's being introduced so gradually and marketed as safe and modern, most people don't see the danger yet. And the biggest risk? Once these systems are fully in place, removing them will be almost impossible. The world could reach a point where losing access to your digital ID means losing access to life itself. Imagine being locked out of your accounts, your home, your job, all because of one glitch or government order. That's not just inconvenient, that's control. So here's the question. Do we still own our identities, or are we slowly giving them away? So, what do you think? Is digital ID the next big step for humanity, or the biggest trap we've ever walked into? Comment below. Hit the like button and subscribe to our channel for more updates. Thanks for watching.